Hi guys, welcome to Fabora RAMS. This is just going to be a demo video of how to build the actual RAMs. So your risk assessments and your method statements for site work or workshop work. So this is the actual landing page that you'll first come to. This is the list of RAMs. So these are all ones what I've pre-created for the demo. We've got the filter bars at the top so you can filter them out by customers or by the months or the RAMs type, so you can have site RAMs or workshop RAMs. You can also edit, duplicate, print, download the PDF, or share the actual link to WhatsApp or Messenger. So to create a new RAMs, we just go to the orange new RAMs button. It's there, select that. The RAMs type, so site RAMs. So this is for your site work, whether working on a customer's actual site, or the workshop RAMs. This is all set up for your workshop. So for this one, we'll do site risk assessment method statement. We'll scroll down. We've got some pre-built trade packs in there. So as you can see from here. So for this one, we'll just do site welding hot works. Got record number and revision number. Every time you edit the RAMs and save them, the actual revision number will be updated automatically. So you've got full control. So here we'll go assessment date. I'm going to put as the 1st of May. Assessor or author. So this is actually pulling from the pre-built library in the company settings. So when you do the onboarding at the start, if you fill out as much information as possible, it just makes life so much easier and quicker. So like I said, these have already been saved. That's why they appear on the drop down. So then same for the customer. So we'll select the customer contact. If you click on manual entry on any of these, a little box will appear and you can enter in your own details if you haven't yet entered any on the company settings. So saved site. So there's an option to add more sites in there, as I know some companies and firms have more sites and locations. So you can actually choose under the company, enter the details for each individual site. So the site contact name. So this is usually the person who controls the actual job on site. Area location, I'm just going to put Forge. So brief description. Install. So that's just a quick brief description just for the demo. You can put outline of works or any site notes there. Intended start date. So for this, I'm just going to select the 7th. Estimated completion, and put the 8th. So here, permits required. Hot work and general permit to work. The hot works automatically selects because we've selected the hot work trade pack. So the permit automatically links to that. But if you don't want that, you can just deselect it and add something else. But for now, I'm just going to leave it at that. Then we've got the plant and equipment. So general hand tools, 110 volt power tools, angle grinder, and MMA stick welder. These have all been pre-selected, like I say, from selecting that trade pack. But if you don't need any of these, or you're not using any, you can just deselect them and choose something else instead if you like. So I'm going to put MIG welder here. I'll leave angle grinder. I'll put the 110 volt extension lead. welding curtains and screens. Then down here on the Pro plan, there's a full Kosh library. So just click the drop down. This is a pre-built library, so it already comes built in. And you can also add in your own on the left-hand panel. So I'm just going to use, for MIG welding, I'm just going to put argon, add item. So that's the Kosh done. Area segregation, full exclusion zone, waste disposal, contractor to remove off site, continue. So these is the method of work section. So you can actually, there is a library for this as well. So you can, if you've got repetitive methods or steps, you can enter them into the library. So it just drops down like there, and you can add in your own, or you can just delete. So I'll just quickly add a couple of steps in now. So I know it's not in order. I'm just doing it for the sake of the demo. So you just enter in or select something from the field, the time it's going to take to do that step. And it does say at the bottom, all task times are approximate and may vary on site conditions. So basically, the customer will be aware that they're only approximate times and not definite. And you can move these steps up and down like that to reorder them. Or if you just want to add in a step, just click add step and you can type in manually. So weld bracket, estimated time 45 minutes, and then it gives you the total estimated time for the job. So we'll click continue. So now we're on to the supervision and compliance. So we can select some pre-saved operatives, employees, and what their actual job role is. So we'll go for a site welder, then add, and we'll add a fabricator, add. So as you can see here, we've got a site welder and a fabricator there. And also you can add additional roles. So the site welder will also be the charge hand. The fabricator will also do the jobs of the steel erector. You can also add in manual names if you just click add operative there. You can enter what you want and then pre-select their roles. Contract and supervision, contractor supervision, select the contract supervisor. So we're going for the charge hand. All these boxes without the fields, you can just enter in your own text and instructions. Operators, certificates, NA, drawings already supplied, site inductions. So I'll just put completed for this one, records held locally. Emergency or accident procedures. You can enter your own in there if you'd like, or additional method statement notes. So that's the method of work done, the method statement part done. So now we'll move on to the risk assessment. So these are all pre-selected and pre-built hazard in the library, and you can add in your own hazards or make these inactive. But I'll do a separate video on the actual libraries individually. So as hazards, there are going to be hand tools. And each hazard already has a pre-built control measures to go with them. So you just select whatever hazard is applicable. Continue. PPE. So we've got an auto-suggested PPE from the equipment and the hazard selections. But obviously you can remove some of these if you'd like. So I'm just going to add in welding gauntlets there. So we've got hard hat, safety boots, high vis, safety glasses, welding visor, face shield. You get the gist. Right, continue. So this is the risk score. So on the top you can see the risk matrix, the live risk matrix. So we'll go down, and these are the hazards what you've already selected. So you can just change these as you like. If anybody's struggling to work out what these are, or anybody gets confused, you can just press the question mark, and it actually tells you what it is. You'll find these on most of the fields. So your little helper there. So on this one, I'll put initial likelihood at 3, initial severity at 3. So that gives us 9 in the medium initial risk. And we've got residual likelihood. I'll put that as a 2. Severity, I'll put that as 3. So it's still in 6 at a medium. And then you can do the same for all these. So use of power tools, 4, 2. Then after the control measure, we've got 2, 2. So you can just alter these, and this will work out your actual score at the end. As you can see. So we'll go down, we'll continue there. Then quick cross checks, no obvious cross check, reminders from the current selections. Then we've got the risk assessment sign off and notes. So any additional risk assessment notes or emergency arrangements. So now review and generate RAMS. So this is your RAMS. Also, it'll have your company logo if you upload it, the company name and details. So it's all branded and professional. The revision number, all the job details in the top section. Then we've got the operatives. So when you print this document off, there'll be a space there for the operatives to sign. Tells you all about the plant and equipment. It's got the cost data there, each method of work, waste disposal, drawings. It's all included. Then that's the method 1. Then this is the risk assessment 1. So see all the job information's there. Then you got the matrix, the overall risk. So this is showing up as green, which is a low to medium risk. And it tells you each hazard down there with the score. Then we've got the risk assessment sign off for the operatives. Then we've got the actual customer sign off. So this is where the customer is read through your RAMS and then signed it off to say they're good. Okay, so that's the RAMS complete. So we'll just click up here in the top right, orange button, save RAMS. So that's saved. As you can see, RAMS 1011. Now you can just do what you want with it. So you can download a PDF. You can share the actual link so that the guys who are going out on site, you can share it out to them so everybody's on the same page. They can view it from the link or print and export. So for now, I'm going to print and export. And this is what the final product will look like. Like I say, it's got all the information on there. It looks professional. So everything's in line. So then you can just forward it straight onto your customer or print it out. Then if we go back to the RAMS list, you can see it's here, record 1011. It's saved in there. If you click edit, you can go in and edit it. If there's any changes you want to make. Like I say, once you have edited it, it will change the revision number. So currently we're on revision 0, so I'll just change the assessment date to the 2nd. I'll save it. Now it's changed to revision 1. So we'll go back to the list. You can see there, Rev 1. And then you can do the same from here, duplicate, print. It's all made to save time, money, and make everything compliant, easier to control. And it's built specifically for fabrication, welding, site work, steel erectors, that kind of thing. So hope you guys found it useful and go and give it a try. We've got a free plan. I think you can do up to 3 documents a month. And then we've got the pro plan, which is $24.99 a month, unlimited documents, the full libraries and support. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.